Hey everyone, MeltingMan234 here, and yeah, pardon the very rugged look that I'm going with. I haven't shaved in a while and everything, but this is just going to be a very quick update video on what's going on with what I'm going to be doing. So, as most of you know, that I'm going to be going to Japan soon to visit my sister and brother-in-law and touring all the fancy sites over there. So I'm going to be gone for about 3 weeks. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, it's been a long time since I've used the camera on my Mac, since I'm not using any of my good cameras because I'm trying to finish packing. So, but anyway, yeah. I'm gonna be gone from Japan, which means I'll have to delay the 75th episode special. Of course, the reasons for that are getting to much later, because right now I'm sure people are asking me, oh, Archie Sonic, yeah, it's canceled, yeah, unfortunately, I know the sad, unfortunate turn of the Archie Sonic comics being cancelled. Had a good cry about it yesterday and already made a journal talking about it on DeviantArt, which the link's in the description below if you want to read it, because it'll definitely be the last time you hear me bitch and moan about Sonic over on DeviantArt. But anyway, because of that, it leads right into the 75th episode special on Forgotten Media, why I've decided to delay it. And there's a bunch of reasons for it, but the last reason for it I'll get into later. The first reason being was that the topic I was going to do was a fan-made comic I made years and years ago in high school. I've never shown this to anyone. It's never been posted on DeviantArt or anything. And I was going to do that as the special, and I was scripting it, and apparently it was taking me longer to script than I thought it would, because it's really embarrassing to go through this comic that nobody really knows about on my channels and whatnot. So it's taking me longer to put together. The second reason being is that another thing I decided to delay it on was that scheduling, as in after I get done with the 75th episode special, what am I going to do from there? I don't want to go back to doing, pick out random topics and all this shit. Even though you can't see my arm, it looks weird. But anyway, I decided to do a scheduling, try and schedule more episodes for the future so that I'm not picking random episodes out of thin air when I feel like it. I actually have more of a proper schedule like I did back in the old days, where I had a list down of episodes I'm planning to do. So that's one reason. Another reason being is just the quality of the videos that I'm doing, because, some of you might know that for video making, I use iMovie on my Mac. It's very, very basic. Sure, it's good for, introducing for beginners in movie making and whatnot, but I've been using this for way too long, and I'm in dire need of an upgrade. I need to try and rely more on the Adobe products. I've been doing a lot more studying and practicing on Adobe After Effects, and I haven't taken around with Premiere yet. I'll have to do that, and I'll get around. That's going to be longer, because right after I get done with Japan, I'm planning to upgrade my PC to have more of a bigger hard drive, more space, so that way I can move all my Adobe products over there and not just keep them on my Mac and just use it for that, because there's a good chance that my Mac is it's a really old model. So when it eventually kicks the bucket, I'm sticking with PC, because Macs are just way too damn expensive for me. Anyway, that's the basic gist of it. But the other reason I decided to delay the 75th episode special was, in light of the whole deal with Archie Sonic being gone and whatnot, I decided to make the 75th episode special become more of a tribute to the series, because, episode 25 was a tribute to Vector Man, talking about it because he was one of my favorite forgotten Sega characters. And episode 50, paying tribute to Media Play, a multimedia store, no longer exists. So with that trend going forward with the milestones and paying tributes to it, I feel it's a lot more fitting to do the 75th episode special on not just talking about my personal thoughts on Archie Sonic and whatnot, but it's also going to be relying more on talking about the unreleased issues and graphic novels that never came out, the ones that were canceled long ago, or the ones that were suspended in hiatus when they were still doing that whole in talks excuse. So, yeah, basically the 75th episode, I'm going to have to completely re-script it, make it more of a tribute to Archie Sonic, and talking about, not just being all fanboying about my personal retrospective on it, but also talking about all of the different storylines and graphic novels that never came out. And there's quite a lot of them. There's a good chunk of them to work on an episode of Forgotten Media. There's a good chunk of them to work on Forgotten Media. I don't have to put it into a mixed batch or anything, so that's going to be interesting and a bit emotional, a bit. And let's see, so I'm going to Japan, got the 75th episode delay, and oh yeah, while I'm in Japan, I'm opening up a Twitter account, which hopefully by the time this video is up, the Twitter account should be finished and done, and that's what I'm going to be a little more active on. I'm not sure if I'll still be active on like DeviantArt or Steam, even though I can't use the main features, but there's a good chance I'll be on Twitter a lot more when I'm in Japan, so that I'm posting, screenshots and whatnot. It's like, oh, hey, here's me in Japan, da-da-da-da-da. And then when I get done with Japan and come back to the USA, then it's basically just gonna be random fun and nonsense over there, posting random photos of things, topics, what I feel about my personal things here. Not too personal, like none of that, politics and government. That stuff's not for me. And anyway, the Twitter account is gonna be, stuff where I post things in Japan, and then when I get back, it'll be more of just kind of an extras channel, posting random photos of me goofing around or just acting like an idiot, or other things that'll be like maybe some behind the scenes footage. So I'll post like some snapshots of showing me editing the next episode of Forgotten Media, or the scripting process of how I usually script videos, unlike this video, which is completely scripted. But let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's all I gotta really say for this update. It's a lot longer than I thought it would. It's like almost 7 minutes now. Oi! But anyway, I'll be off in Japan. I'll be having, hopefully, a blast. And I'll be gone for a while. So, hopefully none of that copyright bullshit stuff happens on YouTube. Because you know how it is with YouTube heroes and ad revenues. And in fact, that's one of the many things why I'm not being part of a YouTube partnership. Mostly because the damn ad revenue rules have become a lot more stricter now. You can't swear, you can't da-da-da-da-da. As I said before in a video, I think it was me saying, oh yeah, I'd rather be an indie tuber than being part of a YouTube partnership. Okay, I gotta stop. I gotta shut up now. I gotta finish packing now so I can get ready and get used to the time jumps, because the time zones in Japan are completely different from where I live. So, that's it. Off to Japan. 75th episode delayed. Twitter account hopefully open. So, yeah, until then, this is MeltingMan234 signing out. Or sayonara, as it is in Japan, or other things, yeah. I gotta work on Japanese, basic Japanese when I fly the plane. But anyway, bye. I'm gonna shut up now. I gotta pack now. So yeah, see ya.